Hey guys, Justin Williams here with Sigma 3 Survival School, in the process of writing a blog about sleeping bags, and I just want to take a second to shoot a video to share a few quick tips on setting up a sleeping bag. I know it seems as simple as just throwing it on the ground and staying warm, but in a winter survival situation where there's snow on the ground and it's cold temperatures, we had -4 degrees in the daytime the other day, and it probably got down even colder. It was over -15 with wind chill, and so you need proper protection when it comes to setting up a sleeping arrangement, a sleep system. And so the primary three things that you're going to need is you're going to need some type of adequate tarp covering. This one here is a canvas tarp, and what that is, a little bit thicker material. It's going to help protect you better from convection. And then you also are going to have some type of either a thermarest or an old GI military pad like I have here, and you got to have something on the ground to protect you from the conduction. Otherwise it's going to just suck the heat from your body. And then it comes to the radiation, and that's where your sleeping bag comes in. It's going to help capture all the radiant heat that your body puts off. And so that is why each of these three items are vital to having a good night's sleep. And sleep cannot be underestimated. With this pack here, it's the Snugpak, and it is the Navigator SQ. It's about the size of a watermelon. They sell them a little bit smaller, but then you have price, and then you also have to consider the bulkiness. The more you spend, probably the better quality, and the more compact it's going to be. The less you spend, it's going to be a little bit bigger. And so I'm a budget-friendly guy, so I went on the cheaper side, which I don't encourage you to do when it comes to quality sleeping gear, but that's what I could afford. And so with this Snugpak, I went with like I said, it's the Navigator SQ. It's like the Basecamp series, and it's a little bit bigger, but it's still going to do the same exact thing. And so with a sleeping bag like this, it's got the quick releases, and with something like this, I will definitely stay warm. I've slept in this thing in every bit of the single digits, and it's done me wonders. Gotta love airplanes overhead, but beautiful sleeping bag. And the biggest thing is it's got a nice head covering to help protect your head, because your head is where you're going to lose the majority of your heat. So I'm going to get in and take a look at it. So I'm about 5'11", 5'10 and a half. The older I get, the more I shrink, but this sleeping bag is perfect length for me. That's something you have to keep in mind when you're choosing a sleeping bag. Also, with a lot of sleeping bags, you can choose which side the zipper's on. That can be beneficial if you're asleep on a certain side. For me, I tend to sleep on my right side, so having a right-sided zipper is perfect. So a lot of times I'll carry my hoodie, and I'll bundle my hoodie up to make my pillow. But for the most part, like I said, even if I was a couple more inches, about 6 foot, I could still easily fit in this sleeping bag. Zip it up, and it's got some drawstrings in it as well. Get my arms down in here, pull this up over my head. If I pull the drawstrings around my head, it becomes my own little cocoon. Well guys, I want to thank you for checking out this quick tip video on choosing sleeping bags. There's definitely a lot of good sleeping bags on the market. Be sure to check out my blog with some of my top recommendations. And until next time guys, keep it practical, primitive, and prepared.